Okay, good morning. Starting my morning off here, I am going to bring you up to date with what I've been doing this week and what I'm going to be doing next week, because then I'm leaving town. So the whole objective now is to get everything self-sufficient so that when I leave for a couple weeks, all the new trees and plants get watered. And this is what the garden looks like. This is 10 bags of mulch, and I still need probably double that. But anyway, it's coming together. So again, the bathhouse, and then I'm building the second story. It's going to be all windows, probably for the most part up there, and then I'm trying to get everything planted and a watering system in place so that all these little newbies here, like the fig tree, can flourish. Okay, so next project is this, and this is going to be major. One of the first things I did when I came out here was I installed these windows at a 30-degree angle, and then below it put a cistern, and the fountain and everything was working. And then when everything froze during the winter months, I had to turn it off, and then this thing cracked, and basically I've got to start over on it, and that's what I'm going to be working on. So that's another project. Okay, and then of course there's the upstairs room now and this is a major pain. So they delivered the sliding glass door, but they wouldn't bring it up the stairs. So it's been sitting here all week. I need about at least 2-3 more guys to help me. That thing is so wonky. But anyway, when it does get up here, it's going to go right there. So I'll be able to walk out on this little balcony area and have this view. All right, so I just got this irrigation kit from Amazon, and here's the box, and the instructions is sort of one of those made in China packages or kits. Everything's in here. Looks pretty cool. I'm getting it laid out in my garden, and trying to keep the puppies from chewing it. So yeah, I can do a drip irrigation throughout the garden. Charlie, ooh, this dog especially, he's just waiting for the opportunity to chew on these tubes. Anyway, and then over here in the trellis area, I can do some drip irrigation into the raised beds here. So that'll be really cool if it all works. If it does, I will put a link in the description, of course, and pass along the good products that I come across. All right, let me show you what this irrigation system looks like, and then I'll show you how to put it together. Okay, so here's a little close-up. You've got this 1/4-inch tubing, which I'm holding right now, and then 1/2 inch as well. And these little plastic tees are like Tinker Toys, but with plumbing, and they just screw down the tube. And then this is for drip, and then this is for above a mister. So I'm going to put both of them together and have them water my, well, these are blueberry and grape from above and then below as well. So that's the idea here. All right, this irrigation system works really well. I really like it. It's super easy to set up and adjust, and easy to put together, and it works. You can see it, but yeah, just a trickle. Some plants, I got it turned up more. This area just gets so dry, and I want more things to be planted out here, so I turned these little nozzles up, and I've got it stretched all over the the yard. So everything's getting just a little bit of root water. And then over here in the trellis area, see, I got that fig tree, loving life. Even this guy, he likes moist soil. So there he goes. My apricot tree I just planted. And then all along the trellis, just, you know, a little drip going on here. Raspberry, another raspberry. So yeah, I really like it. And I'm gonna put a timer on it so when I'm away, everything gets watered evenly. All right, and the last thing I need to do before I leave is to take care of the watering that needs to happen for the indoor garden. Oops, getting over my fence here. So that these guys can all stay nicely watered and cared for because they're starting to flourish. So I bought this little thing on Amazon that's a mister for indoor plants and whatnot. So I'm gonna try it out. So here's the timer, fairly simple. This hose is actually running out to my well. That'll be hooked up here. And yeah, the timer's set for, I mean, you could set it any which way you want. These things are great. I've used them a million times. And that'll be hooked up to this misting system. And so all these guys will get watered while I'm away. Okay. So, let's open this up here. Let's see what we got. Okay. These just look like extras. Here's the main thing. Little zip ties and clamps. And yeah, this should be fairly straightforward. Alright, so this little 1/4-inch tubing, irrigation tubing, it's got little misters. I did this on my own. I built it from scratch and it didn't work very well at all. So I wasn't going to mess around with that using PVC. I mean, it cost me a lot of money and yeah, it just never worked. This thing I think cost me $25 or thereabouts. Well worth it, just in materials. So I'm just going to stretch this along and then clamp it down, and then these little misters will do their job. I'm pretty excited about this. Well, I don't know. I got this thing hooked up, I'll show you. But it's just, they're dripping. I can't get them to mist. I've adjusted them. Of course, the Chinese interpreted English directions are no help at all. I mean, this one kinda, but not really. It leaks all over. This one I'm just using as a drip irrigation. This one's spraying all over the place. So I don't know. I guess this one's kind of a fail. Darn it. But I'll keep playing with it. Maybe I can figure it out and get it working properly. And yeah, we'll go from there. Gotta give you some updates on the puppies. They're getting bigger. That's right. Oh, Stanley. Yeah, that's right, buddy. The dogs like it, don't you guys? They like the bathhouse. So anyway, that's done. The irrigation is pretty much complete. The trees are all very happy. The drip irrigation goes to most of the plants, but not all of them, so I've got to do a little watering still. Charles, gotta move, bud. There you go. thing cracked horizontally and then just completely slid down. So I'm trying to prop it back up. All the plumbing is still intact. So I just got to get it up without breaking it, because it's coming apart in pieces here. All right, got the face lined up. Now let's see if I can slide her up without any damage. Oh, that thing weighs a ton. Okay. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, she's slipping and sliding. All right, that side is good. And on this side, let's see how we can do this here. Okay. Still sliding a little bit. You can see this. You can see the crack here, and then everything just slid down. So, all right. So we'll reinforce this, and then. All right. So I got it propped up. You can see just some beams there. I'm glad it held intact as much as it did. That's a pretty big, heavy piece of concrete here, and you can see just that crack that went like right across the eyeballs, and then the whole thing slid down. So I got it propped back up. The plumbing is intact, so that the tubes now, right, they go from the pump and then up and then through the mouth and the fountain. So I can rebuild that, and that's the plan here. I'm gonna start on that a little bit and show you the progress, how it goes. But I'm happy that so much of it is still intact. I thought I was gonna have to start from scratch. So this is good.